if you guys have a hula hoop at home, you can use a hula hoop. If you don't, I know everybody has a broomstick or a mop at home, so you can take the broom or the mop off of the stick and use that stick, or if you've got a stick in the backyard. But we're going to start demonstrating with the hula hoop, and then we'll move to the stick. And what I want you to do with the hula hoop is, with some dogs, you have to you pick up the hula hoop and they freak out. So this is going to be a self-confidence building thing for them. So you're going to set the hula hoop down on the ground, away from them, so that they're not scared of it, and see if you can trail some treats in the center of it, and see if you can get them to walk into it. And this may take a couple of training sessions for some dogs if they're really scared. Now once they get good at it, you can see if you can get them to sit in it. Can you get them to lay down? Good boy. And then, whenever they're comfortable with the hula hoop and they're not scared of it, I have you put it between your legs right here, and see if you can get them to walk through it. So I'm just luring them with a treat through it. And as they get better, you can toss a treat out. Toss a treat out. And don't throw the treat unless you feel like they're committed to the hula hoop. Then once they get a little bit better, you can pick it up a little bit, which teaches them to use their back feet. Now I don't want to go from the floor to like 6 inches up. We got to start with an inch or two, because they're good at their front feet, but they might not understand their back feet. So you have to take it in little steps. Now, if you've got baby puppies or dogs that are under 18 months to 2 years old, you don't want to raise this much. The general rule is until their growth plates are done, which is 18 months to 2 years old, depending on the breed and the size and everything, you don't want them jumping higher than their shoulders. So like right here, you don't want them jumping higher than there repetitively. So obviously they fly over couches and they fly down the stairs and stuff like that. That's not repetitive. We don't want them doing that, but they're going to. It's hard to stop it. So I'm going to pull this up just a little bit, and I'm going to ask him to come through it. And you see he bumped his back feet. He's terrible at it. I've worked on this a lot, and for some reason, it's probably the way I'm coaching him. There's probably something I'm doing wrong. So now I'm going to give him this way. He picked up his back feet that time. And that way. So if they're scared of the hula hoop, make sure you have a good grip on it, or if you've got 2 people at home, have one person hold the hula hoop and the other person work the dog and the treats. I toss it on the floor because it makes his head go down, so it's easier for him to bring his back feet up. If I bring him through like this, he can't control his back feet because his head's so high. So make sure you're treating like nose level or below if you're still treating, and then when you toss, make sure you're tossing. He can't pick up his back feet. And then as they get better, you'll raise it a little bit more. There, that was a good one. And the goal is to get them to look like they're jumping. A lot of dogs will just step over it. And as they get better and they're old enough, you can get them to actually jump over it. So it will look similar with a stick. So I'm going to put the stick down here. And he just jumps over it. That actually looked really pretty. So it's the same thing as with the hula hoop, you've just got a stick instead. So I want you guys to play with that. Just a fun little trick to work with them. See if you can start sending them through it, if somebody can hold it. They've got these nifty little hula hoop holders that you guys can get on Amazon, and I can send you a link to them if you want, and they just hold the hula hoop up, but of course you can't raise it and lower it. It's at the same height. So go ahead and play with your hula hoop and your bar or stick, whatever it is, and see if you can get them comfortably jumping over it at the height that's appropriate for them.